Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. Something a little bit different today. So it's a 3 envelope flip folder. Now what I've done is I've already put those 2 envelopes together. I can show you. These are just a pack of envelopes that I bought locally from Tesco's. I don't think they were that dear. So all I did was I opened them up and I put the flap of that one in there, matched it up with the crease. I took that off and I put that on, and that stuck that. And all I did was I just pulled that one off like that and stuck that in, and that's easy. Easy. So that's how that works. I've got another envelope here, and what I want is I want for that, I'm not sure whether to put it in there for it to be a flap there, or a flap to close the whole thing, but depending on what I'm putting in it. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it on the side there, because what I might do is I might put some, like a small journal in. So what I want is I want here's the line. I'm going to put that on there, put my ruler on that one, and then I'm going to fold it over, and there I've got a centimetre of a gusset. So it just means I can put a journal in it. So we'll put that over. And what I'm going to be using this morning is some of my Outlander papers. I've been saying I'm going to do an Outlander journal, Outlander themed journal. I can use some of the pictures. They're not in my kit because obviously that's copyright. My digital kit is all from photographs, sketches that I've done myself, or I've got somebody to do for me. So there we are. So that one will fold there, and that one will have the gusset, so that will go over there, because if I put it in there, it means I'll have to create a gusset there. Now I'm not going to have these open there, I'm going to have them open at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top now. So there. So we've got this bit open, but don't worry about that. That's going to get glued down. Well, this is actually glued down because it's glued to that one. That's fine. Because I've got that there. It's just this one that needs sticking down. Now, anybody that's not watched Outlander, it's about a female from... It was on Netflix, it's now on Stars. So all the pages I've picked for this at the moment are just the browns, and there are some other colours. These come in sort of like a yellowy colour. It was I just inked around the edges. I've cut a piece for this, and I inked the 2 creases as well, so that I would know where I was putting these. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to put some pockets. I want a pocket coming down. I want a pocket going in, and then a flap coming down. I don't know whether I want it on this side or this side, but first of all I'm going to put my thumb holes. All right, so we'll have that. I'm just going to find the middle. Is that the middle? That's the middle. And what paper do I want? I want a different paper. I want a light coloured paper. So I think what we'll do is we'll use some of this. It says Dinny Fash Sassenach. And I want a little bit of the card sticking out, about a mil. And I think what I might do is put a fold here to tuck something in. But I don't want to use that. I want to use Just picking out the papers that I want for the journal. So I've got that, I've got that, I've got that, I've got that. That would give 8. That's going to cut them off, but it doesn't matter. Right, I'm back. Just let me get my chair over here. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut a piece of the eco dye card, and I've cut these and I've put coffee dye on. The pieces that were left I've cut down to size. I've got 3, and what I will do is I'll either put them in there, or we'll have a folder notelet in there which I will sew. And I've also done some specimen cards. So all I did was I just folded a piece of paper up, and I used a 3-inch square punch and just punched them out. And normally I would use acetate and put acetate in here, but I know not everybody's got acetate, so this is just cellophane that you get off stamp packets, paper packets, anything like that. And all I did was, that's 3 inches, so I just cut it just slightly over the 3 inches, and I'm just going to get some specimen plants to put in. So I've got, that's a GM, and I've got a bit of a Scottish thistle, which I think is quite apt, seems as it's an Outlander themed card. It's the thistles that don't have the thorns. So we'll put that in there. What I'll do is I'll use my Fabri-Tac. I just need to check that it doesn't melt this stuff first, because it is a solvent based glue. I must have left the lid off this as well. Right, where's my little pen? Alright, so if you're using anything solvent based and plastics and things like that, always do a test, because it could dissolve it. It looks as though it's alright. Yeah. So we'll put, I'm just going to put a tiny bit blob on the and just place that in there. Right, move this one out the way. Pull that down a bit. That's fine. And what I'm going to use is some tape and glue. So this is just double-sided sticky tape. Just to hold it down. If anything sticks over the top, it's fine. You can trim it off. And this thistle I've had since, I think I picked it last year when I was out walking the dog. I was doing quite a bit of, oh, right. Be careful when you put your tape down that you don't crease up your, like what I've just done. And there's a bit of tape sticking to the, and there that's showing a bit of white on the back, but that's fine. So you just cut that off. And I have made some specimen cards. If you're seeing this video, that video's already been posted, and it was lavender specimens that I was using. So there's that. Put these out the way. Got bits of sticky bits all over. So we've got that to go in there. I've got these to go in here. And they could actually go in one of these. That's it. So now we need to do this. In my journal, and I'm just And then we've got these. And that's your book. And the book some of the things that come with the kit is the tickets, and it's Dinny Fash and Sassenach. The reason I edged them in darker colour was so that if you have a scan and cut or a cutting machine that follows a line, you can cut them out with your cutting machine rather than have to do it by hand. Obviously I'm doing this by hand. And now I will put a bit of tartan on it. There will be a photograph of it at the end of the video with it all done. And there'll also be some kind of twine tie on it. So I hope you get something out of that. Sorry it was long and drawn out, and I had to leave. I had to go and pick my husband up. But I shall see you in the next video. Bye.